And you thought there never was a girl online. Try putting that on a t-shirt. It would look ridiculous. I have mine ordered for March 14th. Still hasn't came in yet. And it's like April. Or, there's no calendars here, so I don't know. It could be August. Is there a new month? Anyway, and you thought there never was a girl online. It's an anime that I watched a while ago, and it's on the list here, so I pointed out my hand when doing that. It's a list. I'm kind of not excited to watch this. I really didn't enjoy it when I watched it the first time. It's just when I first watched it, yeah, I loved it. It got me into the whole rom-com anime addiction that I call the anime curse. Funny title, I know. Made myself. If you dare steal it, I'll murder you and everyone you love. If I could. But for now, I'm just gonna watch it again. Hopefully it's good the second time around. Or just the third time around. I don't know. How much times have I watched this? It feels like I've done this before, but it just feels different this time, you know? Anyway, Andy thought there never was a girl online. I said that like 3 times now. Let's watch it!
She was a total normie. She was a total normie.
Hey, Taco.
Interesting. Let the record show that Schwein, unlike the rest of us, is a verified normie. You should pick us up in your minivan next time.
Master, you too?
So after episode 1, I have to say that, honestly, I enjoyed this more than I thought. So, this guy here, I forgot his name, so my bad. He, meets this online girl who confesses to him, and they become married in game. He only counts it as an online relationship, and so that's how he sees it. Because he thinks it's secretly a guy online, because he has some past experiences, which we've all had. Right? We've all had it, right? No? Alright, whatever. You guys suck. Anyway. They, meet up online, or not online, sorry. They meet up in person, and turns out that she's actually a human woman. She's actually a woman. And the funniest part is that one of them is the girl that they hate each other. The guy and the girl hate each other. The other one is a actual counselor, and well, and you thought there never was a girl online. There's a girl online. All of them are girls, except for the main character. So, not much to add. There's a funny part where they both hate normies, and they both like control each other. Weird. And no way. This guy straight up goes, no way, when he sees a woman. He's like, no way. I mean, I didn't know they existed until just now either. I mean, sound the alarms, people. Women exist.
Please be gentle.
My guy, she was naked. And you went on with your life? You could have. Anyway, so Akko here is going all cuckoo crazy and combining the real world with the game, trying to open menus and stuff in real life like a goober. No one does that. Well, alright, that's a lie, but still. Right now, she's stuck in a little loophole for herself and trying to quit out of school. But Akko here, I'm just gonna call him by their game name. It's the only one I know. Goes to her house and says, "Ula, mate, I'm here to help you," and it does some therapist crap and helps her throughout the thing. Crazy stuff, man. Also, they had a date and it's at a graveyard. Beautiful first date, let me tell you. If you don't have your first date at a graveyard, you're just stupid, okay? Graveyard's amazing. You have people watching you, though, so it's a little bit weird, but other than that, it's a great place. Let me tell you, the food, amazing. So, not much to add. They have a gaming club. I don't think I mentioned that. And it's basically to help Akko see the real world and not the game world, and it kinda not work. It just doesn't. Also, the short girl, blonde hair, she's embarrassed about people finding out about her gaming life, and her best friend finds out about it and joins them, actually. So she was embarrassed for nothing. It's kind of like my life. I'm embarrassed about everything I do, yet I don't know. People do it with me, so I kill someone, my friends kill them with me. Going with me. I have friends.
Big news, you guys! This next update's gonna feature player housing. We're not interrupting anything, are we?
No. You don't end it like that. You end with them kissing, not almost kissing. Now you had to make a season 2. They're not. Pretty sure I heard somewhere it's been canceled. But still, mad at that. Should have made a season 2. Anyway, it ends with them going in the game, their game to play, them going into a war for a castle. They have like shards and stuff. They have shards for themselves, and that shard represents their teams. And as soon as their teams puts their shard on the little throne, the castle's theirs, and they have to defend it. They somehow win by like slim luck, and it all ends well. Also a maid cafe. I don't know how to feel about that part. It's not school. You shouldn't be having maid cafes. Getting too many ideas. Anyway, and you thought there never was a girl online. In all honesty, rewatching it, I love this show. It is funny. It's a grand adventure. It's weird at times, but if I were to rate this show from a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's awesome. So if you want to watch some animes, got nothing else to watch, start with this. That's what I started with. With that out of the way, nothing much to say. It's a good anime. I love it. The bits and pieces. And I may be stuck. This curse may be stuck with me for the rest of my life. And you know what? It can't be that bad. I mean, I am missing water, and we all need that to survive. But I should be fine. I'm gonna drop out of high school.
Attention, it is free time. You can now leave your room.
Free time? You mean I still have to watch anime? This truly is a curse. Gamers, an anime that I watched before, yeah. Basically all these animes I've watched before, but this one was a little bit special when I first watched it. It, like, was the second one I watched. It was, like, the one slowly getting me into the groove of things. And I claim it as one of the best animes ever made. That crown was soon taken by, a well-known show, called the Quintessential Quintuplets. This is the 4th one. You know, thinking about it now, I could review a manga. That would be cool. I'm gonna try it. I'm awake! Yeah, that didn't go well. Alright, let's watch, gamers.
There's no doubt about it. Ever since the day when Amino told me that having fun was the most important part of gaming to him, playing to win just hasn't held the same appeal.
You did not just do that! So let me explain what our main character, Amino, has done here. You know, this girl comes up to him, like, cutest girl in the whole school, you know, big crush of his. Says, oh yeah, come join our gaming club. He checks it out, and you know what he does? He declines! You know, hot girl crush, you know, everything you'd ever want, he declines! You would do that, wouldn't you? And if you say you wouldn't, you're dumb. What I'm saying is our main character here is dumb. He's dumber than bricks, dumber than stone, dumber than dirt. He is dumb. This show really hits you in the face. Every angle possible. In the face. I said that twice now. But, there's one part at the end where she's like, you suck at games. And I was like, she did not just say that. I can't believe it. Jerk. Anyway. He plays mobile games, and he's more of a casual gamer, and everyone else has, like, this big backstory why they play video games, and he's just like, I'll play them because they're games, sheesh. Why need such a big backstory to a game when it's just a game? Professional gamer. So, he's dumb though. That's the whole point of this. He's dumb. Stupid, dumb, idiot, any word. He's dumb.
I don't want to start any more rumors, you know? Like, that would be bad.
Oh, rumors like what?
I'm sorry. Last I checked, you said that was a friend request, my friend. That was a full date request. Anyway, so, I had to skip episode 5 over. Well, I didn't skip, I still watched it, but the big plot impact happened in episode 6, not 5, so my bad. But, a lot happened in about a minute. So, everyone's, like, getting an invite to, see, forgot their names, Tendo and, call them Almond Nut here. And it's supposed to be a friend request, nothing more, nothing less. Tendo thinks it's, Nintendo. Tendo thinks it's like, we're not gonna be friends anymore, but in reality, it's like, it's worse. How do you put this into words that word out correctly? Amino, Almond Nut here, he asked out Tendo, which was supposed to be a friend request, but it wasn't, so it's all weird. And, the other 3, Chiaki, Seaweed, Shorter Seaweed, Pink Bubblegum Girl, and freaking Tall Guy, they are all suspicious of each other, because they all want cheating on the other, and the cheating is on the other, and the person that is always cheating is not, I don't know, the math didn't add up at all, but, some crazy crap going down. So, yeah, there's no other way to put it. It's crazy. These episodes are crazy, and it's only going to get weirder from here, because we don't know what happens next. Well, I do, you don't. We have to see until episode 12, because I don't like recording every episode. It's just a waste of time and a waste of storage. So, until then, it's all for the best.
So what brings you by? Are you here to see Tendo, maybe? Nuh-uh, not in the least. Believe me when I say that she's got nothing to do with why I'm here.
Okay, so you end up on a cliffhanger? Makes sense, I guess. So, turns out that Seaweed was Mono, which was a big part of Amino's life. Best friend on his mobile game that he plays. Also, she's a game developer of the games that he adores. So, it all kind of adds up. But she never tells him. And that kind of makes me lean into the suspicious of a season 2. Especially since season 1 leaves off on a cliffhanger. It ends with them going to bed. At a little camp that they're at, I guess. I'm not sure. They said it's a camping trip. Kinda. I don't know what it was. It's a trip, alright? And it just ends with them going to sleep. Then it plays the season, like the first 5 episodes intro instead of the new intro that was introduced later in the season. I mean, outro, sorry. Anyway, gamers, what I think about it now, first 6 episodes, it was amazing. I had a smile on my face the whole time. After episode 6, though, it kind of got boring, and I was just trying to avoid what was happening. I got bored. So, what would I rate gamers now that I've rewatched it? In all honesty, I'd rate it at 7 out of 10. Not the best. Gets boring halfway through, but it's really good on the first 6 episodes. So, also, episode 11 should have been the ending. And I think it was probably the initial ending for season 1. It ended off on a perfect note. And that kind of also makes me feel weird, because episode 12 ended on a continuation, while episode 11 ended off for open up for a new season. If you know what I mean. It left room for more, but it ended perfectly, basically. And so I don't know how to feel about a episode 12 ending off with a cliffhanger. Anyway, that's it. Watch it, I guess. That's what I'd recommend. It's just I have nostalgia for it, so of course I like it. Other than that, I wouldn't really waste your time with all the episodes. Maybe go to episode 11 and end it there. If you want to watch episode 12, go ahead. Be my guest. Other than that, that's all I gotta say. Yeah. Fuuka, that's a show that I watched. I remember it being, like, the best one I've watched, but it did give me a little bit of sadness when I first watched it. The manga and the anime were completely different, and, here's a little bit of a spoiler here, so if you want to read the manga yourself, might want to skip ahead a little bit. She dies in the manga. She gets hit by a truck in the manga, and in the anime, she almost gets hit by a truck, and that's legit all I remember. Remember getting really sad about that. So, I hope I don't get depressed again. That would be horrible. Especially with my schedule, these things tomorrow I'll be recording, like, anime. Other than that, let's watch Fuuka again. Great anime.
I'll help you look for it. My plan is to see if the picture you took was really of the scenery, and if not, then my plan is to kick your butt.
Jeez, you're violent.
Okay, so, after watching episode 1, show's not as good as I remember it being. The theme song's still banger, but, I noticed that the voice acting really isn't that good in the English version, which I watched because I enjoy it more than reading it. It's not, like, terrible, like other shows, but it's not the best either. They could have got better actors. But, episode 1, this guy, Yu is his name, who literally runs into this girl named Fuuka, or, well, she literally runs into him. And, she loses a CD, which he, happens to grab. Next day, he's up on the school, about to get ready to transfer into that one, and, taking a picture of the scenery. Accidentally takes a picture of her, and she calls him a pervert and slaps him in the face and makes him drop his phone from the top of the school down to the bottom. And if somehow it's not broken, his phone's magical. Like, not even the iPhone 14 can do that, or whatever iPhone's out now. If that's even a brand anymore. But, not much to really add. Like, nothing really happened to episode 1. Again, back to the voice acting. It's only one episode, so I can't judge the rest of the series just yet. Because I have a pure memory of this being amazing. The acting was great and all. But some parts just felt embarrassing to watch. And it just felt off completely. The theme song's awesome, though. That's all that really matters, though.
I told you. I've had a lot going on at work.
You're such a liar. You think I don't know you're cheating on me? How dare you? Why clean our house and take care of our child?
What did you say? Go on, say it
I'll
again.
say it as many times as it takes. You always use your work as your excuse, but we both know it's a load of crap.
I worked so hard to support this family.
I feel so bad. I skipped episode 5 for the recording. I actually watched it, but still. Episode 6 shows her parents yelling and arguing at each other. And shows her having to leave the pop singer. Someone that grew up with our main character, Yu, spelled like this, not you, you. Anyway, she had to leave her childhood crush at a young age because of her parents fighting. And it hit me so hard. Like, it's so sad to think about. Like, no one deserves to have that. It makes you, I don't know, the words are not even coming out of my mouth. Let's think of the positive side. Fuuka. She, is slowly starting to show her crush for you, not you spelled like this. Get it right. She's also making a band. She met the actual hedgehogs like Sonic, Tails, Uganda, Knuckles. Oh wait, we're not. She met the band Hedgehog, okay. But they she shows them that she can sing, and now you, not you, and Fuuka and other people are now a band. And Fuuka has a really good singing voice. And that's all I have to say about this. Please don't give me more emotional damage.
There.
Physically, I never cried, but emotionally, I was crying the whole time. Fuuka is absolutely amazing. The best anime I think I can say that I've watched that is not exactly a rom-com, more of a hey-in feelings com. And in all honesty, this is worth the entire watch. This is worth your time. This is worth everything. Fuuka is amazing. I would give it a literal 10 out of 10. The acting, yes, could have been better, but altogether, Fuuka is amazing and will always be amazing in my eyes. So let me explain what happened. Remember I mentioned earlier how Fuuka almost got hit by a truck in the anime? And she died in the manga? This anime continues the story if she didn't die, obviously. And she continues to go into the band. She actually departs to do her own thing, but then joins back in the band after you, not you, gets them back together. And it is one time where the popular pop singer who likes our main character, you, not you, and just goes from loving him to saying, this isn't the right thing. You need to be with Fuuka. And honestly, I almost cried during it. Everything in this show is just, I'd say, perfect. So, would I give Fuuka a watch? I had to give it a watch 2 times, 3 times maybe, and then read the mangas. Because the manga story is like milestones different than the anime. So, with that out of the way, get Fuuka, buy Fuuka, watch Fuuka, cherish Fuuka, and don't be like me, depressed. Fuuka's amazing. Uzaki-Chan wants to hang out. It's an anime that exists, and first watching this, I was pretty bored by it. Halfway through, at least. I remember, like, being interested the first half, but, like, by the end, I was like, this exists? If it does, and why? But, maybe, this time around, it'll be different. And if it ain't, then I want a refund of nothing that I bought, because, life. Anyway, Uzaki-Chan wants to hang out. Let's watch it. Hope it's good.
What's with you? Why are you being so rude today?
I'm in the mood.
In the mood? What's the deal? We've hung out before, so why not now?
And the couple of the year goes to... She's legal aged. I think. The entire time I'm watching this, I'm wondering why, who, think, huh? Who did the thing now? She breaks her back trying to play baseball, but before all that happens, we have a loner guy here. Don't know his name, don't care enough. He, doesn't have any friends and always alone, so, Uzaki-Chan here, she's like, I'm breaking this trend, I'm breaking this cycle. And he says, like, hey, we're friends now, I don't care what you say, I'll follow you like a creep. And follow him like a creep she does. So, they hang out, they do stuff, have a grand old time, and move on with life, because that's what you do when you do stuff. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah.
No way!
What?
Have I given you the impression that I need anyone's help? Quit meddling, you got that? And what part of me wanting to just observe them on my own do you not understand? It's not quite rocket science.
Not much to say, really. She goes on a whole rant about chocolate mint, how it doesn't taste like toothpaste, and that mint tastes like toothpaste, but toothpaste doesn't. I don't know. It was weird. So our main character here works at a coffee shop, and Uzaki, whatever, comes on by and says, hi, I want to order something. And then he's like, no, you go jump off a bridge or something. And yeah, and his boss and his boss's daughter, interested as heck into what's going on, and it's like peeping around. They can read their minds as well. Like, it's weird. But you can obviously see Uzuki and our main character here forming a crush on each other. It's painfully obvious. Our main character's best friend is also trying to get them together. It's weird. Best explained if you watch it yourself, I guess. Other than that, that's about it. That's all that's happened.
Can't hang out with you anymore. It's just, I did it again. I've done something that can't be undone.
Get the questions that I'm going to have to answer soon enough out of the way. Why is it daylight all of a sudden? I just went to sleep. I didn't want to waste my time staying up all night on this. The show is not that good. Sure, it's just not meant for me. Like, there were some episodes where I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And the first few episodes, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. The last episode was pretty cool. It starts with Uzaki, whatever, telling our main character, like, we can't be friends anymore. And it's like, what? How did this happen? Oh no. You went from blushing whenever he touches your arm to, like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to shoot you in the face now. So what does this mean? They're still friends. Do you really think that they'd stop being friends when him and her are the main focus of this rom-com? Also, episode 12 leaves off on a cliffhanger, like a really big cliffhanger of repeating first episode, kinda. So, now we gotta wait for season 2, which was announced and is probably going to come out very soon, which I'm going to have to review later on. Not much to add, not much to say. They go on vacation a lot. Also, there's a cat that follows him around. It's always like no joke. That's like exactly the cat's face. Like, also, our main character is tough on the outside, but warm on the inside. He went to a cat cafe and was like in heaven. So he's me, except I'm soft on the inside and the outside. I like cats, okay? The day I became a guy. That's an anime that exists, and I cried. Like, that was genuinely sad what I remember of it. And will I cry this time? I hope not. I like having happiness. Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? So, Yeah, I'm pretty excited actually. I remember this being top tier, amazing, perfect even. Better than Fuuka and the Quintessential Quintuplets combined. And that's saying a lot because I love Fuuka and the Quintessential Quintuplets combined. It's a good back-to-back anime. Anyway, let's begin. The day I became a god.
Forsooth, we are an omniscient god.
Episode 1. There's a girl, and she's a girl. Actually, no, she's a god, and she can predict the future and stuff because she's a god. And she says that the world will end in 30 days. Scary. It's a month. I won't be able to get anything done. I won't be able to drink water in a month. Anyway, she claims to be a god, and it's proven pretty quickly that she is. And she's predicting that rain happens. She predicts that freaking a bus is slower than walking. Also predicts that his crush will reject him. All of it came true. Also, I already mentioned the 30 days. Never mind. That's about it for episode 1. Don't think I'm missing anything there. Let's see what episodes the rest of them have.
You know I'll never be able to forget about you. You can't just wave a wand and take yourself out of my memories. I want you there more than anything. That spell won't work. How can you be laughing?
It's sad, like... Okay, so we're about to get into some spoiler territory. So, our main character's crush, her mom's dead. And her dad never reviewed the tapes that she left for them. And the way it just happens, like, the mom says to forget about her and move on and be happy. And then it shows a montage of her growing up with her mother, and it hit somewhere in the heart. That was genuinely sad. Moving on the sad stuff though. So a lot happened. Our main character got into a championship, won, almost got lucky, but said, nah, I ain't doing that. He saved a ramen noodle restaurant, and we have only a few more days to live before the world ends, apparently. Oh no. Now, I won't be giving another message until the end of the show, so I'll have a lot to say by then, because a lot happens next. So after a good hour of crying or so, I can say that the day I became a god is an amazing show. Has so many emotional scenes that could honestly get someone. So let me explain what happened. So, in the final episode, you know, our main character, the god of the show, you know, there apparently was a chip inside her that made her, well, the way she was. It made her, because she had a disease that would kill her. And her grandpa had a chip that let her live her life that she always wanted. And that chip was removed by officials, like, and stuff, and she was back to what she had. And so, main character, not Hina, I don't remember his name, has to get her out, and get her out he does. And the way it happens is so sad, like, I couldn't. I really couldn't. It was too much to handle. And in all honesty, this was amazing. This is the best show ever made. Not really. That's an exaggeration. There's probably better out there. But the point is that it's so emotional that if it's your first time watching, it'll get you. The second time, I cried a little bit, but not as much as I did the first time. There were literal tears the first time I watched this. And this time, the second time around, I felt nothing as much. I felt something, but not as much as I did the first time. That's because I was expecting it. I was expecting the ending. I already knew what was to come. I ain't gonna say more. I ain't gonna say less. I have more to say, but shut up. Give it a watch. It'll have more of an emotional impact if you watch it yourself. So they're making a movie. Just think of good things now. They're making a movie, and I don't know how to describe the movie that they're making, but it's a movie that's been making and a movie that works. Not a good movie. The acting could have been better in the movie, and I'm 1000% sure that was on purpose. That's about it though. White-haired guy is this white-haired guy who parents abused him, and they're dead now. Don't worry. He makes that a mention. It's like very smart. Like he has like technology that can do anything. He says a line that I really like. Even though I have a lot of things I can do a lot with, a lot isn't everything. And I'm like, holy crap, dude, that's a good line, good quote. But he's able to bring Hina back, but it took work from our main character to do it. But he was able to bring the main character to Hina. So with that, that's the day I became a god. Not much more to add. It's a great story, a great show altogether. Not sure how the manga continues the story after this, but I'm pretty sure that's the end. I'm pretty sure they had the whole manga in one season, which is something that I don't see the Quintessential Quintuplets doing. They're making a movie. Step up your game. Anyway, I'm going to sleep now. It's like 3 in the morning. The Quintessential Quintuplets. I'm sure you've heard that before. And if you haven't, well, now you have. Well, one of my personal favorites. I've also started collecting the mangas, which are... Here's the 5th one. Yeah, it's gone. She's upside down. The Quintessential Quintuplets is one of my personal favorites. Fuuka was great. The Day I Became a God was amazing. But Fuuka, or fudge. But the Quintessential Quintuplets, it has Miku. And none of those should have Miku. So, with that, let's begin the Quintessential Quintuplet.
You listen, you're starting to get on my nerves. I have a meeting with my tutor in a few minutes, so if you could please leave already.
That'd be me.
What?
Episode 1, Futuro, the main character, is eating lunch, and this girl, Itsuki, red hair, sits down with them, saying, like, I had this spot first, and he's like, no, I literally live here. He's a nerd. And, she notices him studying while eating, and it's like, oh, you're probably stupid, aren't you? And then it turns out that, he has 100. And that's 100. And so she's like, well, why don't you tutor me? And he's like, rather talk to garbage. Later on that day, he gets a call from his sister, finding out that, he's tutoring her. And so he has to be like all creepy, like trying to catch up to her, finding out where she lives. And Nino, our Itsuki's sister, longer pink hair. That will make sense later. Saying like, "You're a pervert, you're stupid, you're ugly, go die in a hole." And she also poisons Futaro. And Futaro's sister Raiha mentions something about debt because they have it, and well, Itsuki lets her tutor, or lets him tutor. That's happened in episode 1. Miku's the best person in this whole anime. That's all you need to know.
She cares about her big brother!
Talking about your sister!
Episode 5, we have a fireworks show. Exciting. Nino isn't drugging anyone this time, so it's an upgrade. Glad we have character development. Anyway, we find out Ichika has a job as a actor, or at least they do. We didn't know, but shut it. Miku's in this episode. Miku's in every episode. Every episode is good with Miku. Nino forgets to tell everyone where the fireworks, where they'll be watching the fireworks on, because every year they have a tradition of watching it together, because that's what they did with their mother, who is dead. What, too sad? Get over it. That's creepy. But, that's it for episode 5. There's been other things going on. They had a court case because they thought Futaro was trying to do some stuff with Nino, which, if you're gonna do it with one of the quintuplets, do it with Miku. That's it though. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll see y'all episode 12.
This feels familiar. Have I been here before?
Hey, this is no time for you to enjoy how great my thighs are!
True, I'm about to be squished by your weight!
Holy crap, dude. The final scene of the wedding, I had a stupid smile on my face, I swear. I love this show with everything that I can feel. Why? I have no reason to. I just have so many memories with it, and the characters are so amazing. Miku is the best. No matter what you say, that's always true. And I want to see more, and there's a season 2, so we'll have to come back to that later. But, what happens? Well, episode 5, Futaro gets selected as the, person who's going to, like, deal with the scares for the camping trip at their school, which, he missed the bus. All 5 of them did. 6 counting Futaro. But, not Futaro, the quintuplets are like, "Hey, we're here, you're coming with us, I don't care what you say," and then it all works out. They meet up with the school somehow, and, yeah. He gets to do his scares, Yotsuba gets to do weird things, but they also think that something happens between him and Ichika. Let me explain. So they get locked in a room together for a few hours. People will think that something happened, and you know exactly what they think. Other than that, we don't know who he marries. Yes, he marries one of the quintuplets. It's told that it's one of the quintuplets. I know who it is. I was told by, the manga series. I already know what happens, but they can change it. I mean, Fuuka died in the manga, but lived in the anime, so anything could happen. Changes! I'm home, bud.